What's up, guys? This is Paul Del Vecchio for Triple E Productions. I'm the director of Fallout, and this is the third and final part of the Fallout behind the scenes. Let's jump right in. Okay, now on to the big pain in the ass shot, which was this highway scene where we had to essentially get this Long Island Expressway closed. We had to get the Long Island Expressway to kind of look like it was empty, and we also had to figure out how we can get Dave to be walking on this thing. So this is the first footage that we grabbed, and if you really just watch it, I mean, we were shooting through the gate or the fencing that was on the bridge, and we originally we were just going to shoot through that, but then we decided that we wanted to lift up the camera over the gate or over the fence and just get a clean, clear shot of the expressway, because it just would look so much better. So Dave lifted up the camera and rested it on top of the fence bar. And remember, this is in the middle of the day on a Saturday, so there are just tons of cars, tons of people looking at us when they're driving over the bridge, and we just had to get the shot as quickly as possible, complete rebel style. One of the hard things here, though, was we had to basically, the reason why we wanted to shoot through the fence instead of lifting it up over the fence was because we needed a static shot, a shot that was just straight, looking straight down without any camera movement at all, because then it would be hard to place in all the elements. We'd have to motion track. It would be hard to clear the highway of all the cars, because we'd have to take sections of the clean highway and paste them in there. So it was just a headache. It ended up being somewhat of a pain, because a lot of Dave wasn't able to hold the camera completely still, so the camera was moving a little bit, and with the section that I got, it shifted just a tiny bit, so I kind of had to keyframe the segments, and it was just a big pain in the ass, but it was all worth it in the end, because we got this really cool shot. And so, no joke, right after we finished grabbing that shot and we started packing up the camera, a cop drove by, and he didn't say anything because he didn't see us, so it was just good timing right there. If you're wondering how we cleared the highway of all the cars, well, basically, if you look on the bottom right here, you'll see that there's a big clean section of the highway. And so basically what you want to do is you want to just get those clean sections all over the highway where there are no cars, and kind of put together like a montage of the different pieces of the highway. And then you'll notice when we get toward the top of the highway, the cars start to bunch together. So we weren't able to get a clean, clear shot of that, because all the cars, the further away they got, the closer they bunched together and the longer they stayed together. So what we needed to do there was take the clone stamp tool in Photoshop or After Effects and just kind of paint out the cars with sections of the road. If you know how the clone stamp tool works, it samples a section and then it kind of just paints in everything from around that section. So basically we just did that and kind of extended that out and painted out a lot of the cars further off in the distance. So that was kind of a pain in the ass, but it was definitely worth it, because we got this really cool shot. Okay, so how did we get Dave on the highway? Well, guys, don't laugh, but we just had him walking on a green screen. I shot this out of a window of my house. You can see the window in the shot. Just made sure that Dave wasn't obscured by the window. We just had him walk on the green screen, and that's me at the bottom holding the green screen, and then you can see Dawn on the upper right holding down that corner of the green screen. And we had some stones or some other things on the other corners, and then basically we just cut a mask around Dave, extracted him from the shot, and used key light to kind of take out the remaining green in the shot. We just had Dave walk a few times, and you'll see him running back here, and the reason why he was running was this. So the wind was sort of a pain in the ass that day. It was blowing the green screen all over the place. You'll see, I mean, it's not like he's walking on the green screen on a grassy surface, so it's not really the ideal situation, because you'll see all the wrinkles and stuff in the green screen. But, we were able to work around that. With masking, I was just able to kind of animate a mask around Dave to kind of just get a section, cut him out of this so that we got rid of all the garbage around the green screen and on the rest of the green screen that we didn't need to key, and we just had this small little section that we had to key, and plus we shrunk it down, so it's really hard to notice any if there are any flaws on the keying. It's really kind of hard to notice. And one of the things that you'll see here is that Dave is kind of sharp. Once we put him onto the highway, he's kind of sharp, so we had to give him a little bit of a blur. And then we added some smoke, and we also added the heat distortion to kind of cover up all the flaws in like the matte painting, or not the matte painting, but kind of to cover up all the flaws in the painted out sections where we painted out a bunch of the cars, just to kind of blend everything together too. We added more layers. It was like the heat distortion and also the smoke. So there is some kind of movement in the scene, and it doesn't look like a still photograph. So basically how we created the shadow was we just kind of duplicated the footage or the pre-comp of Dave walking, brought the brightness down all the way by using a curves adjustment, and then to distort it and stretch it out so it looked like a shadow, we just used the corner pin effect and changed the opacity so it matched the opacity and the look of the shadow of the light post. So that's how the shadow moves with the character too, because it's actually the same footage of the character, it's just really dark and stretched out to look like a shadow. So basically that's how we put Dave on an empty 4-lane Long Island Expressway. If you guys have been reading my personal blog at pauldvblog.com, you'll know, you guys know the story behind this shoot. I blogged about it, and you can kind of read up on the story there. I mean, it was kind of cool because we were heading out there at like 5 in the morning or so, and there was lightning on the way there, and it was just like almost a surreal trip to Brooklyn, just because it was just so weird. And we stayed up all night working on the film, and we did the Foley in the basement. We did all the sound effects. We did some ADR in the basement or back in the room, wherever we needed to do it. And so basically, yeah, it was a really, really cool kind of experience, with the lightning on the trip there, and then getting there at so early in the morning. And then after we were done shooting, we headed back, we edited it a little bit, and then we went to film our next project, which was our web series entitled Asher. And we basically went directly from capturing the footage and putting together like a rough cut in the timeline to going out back to Manhattan from Long Island to go to the Asher shoot, where we shot until maybe 6 that day, and it was just crazy. We didn't sleep that night, the night before the Asher shoot, and but we had such a great time, and it was like one of the best filmmaking experiences I had, because it was just so much fun, and you do crazy things, and those are the times that you're going to remember. So it was just such a great experience, just, staying up all night working on the film, going out at like 5 in the morning, shooting the sunset from down in Brooklyn of downtown Manhattan, and then going back home, capturing it, and doing all the work on Fallout, and then heading back into the city to work on Asher. It was just such a great experience, and I definitely recommend doing it. It's so much fun. So once again, my name is Paul Vecchio. I'm the director of Fallout, and I'd just like to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. If you haven't voted for the film as of today, September 24th, please go out and do that. It's at www.chillertv.com. If you go to the Dare to Direct competition, there's a link to it on the front page. You should be able to find our film in the... it should be somewhere around the 3rd page. It's probably last time I checked, it was on the 3rd page, either the bottom of the 2nd row or the top of the 3rd row, so it's somewhere around there. It's called Fallout. So guys, please support us, help us out with this, and we'll be able to keep on bringing you guys more films. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. This is Paul Del Vecchio, director of Fallout. My company is Triple Productions, and if you're looking for a director or any post work done, editing, visual effects, or visual effects supervisor or anything like that, give me a call or contact me through my website, www.triple-e-productions.net, or you can catch me at my blog, pauldvblog.com, or on Twitter, follow me at pauldv. Or email at paul@triple-e-productions.net. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
I'm scared. Sorry.
Sorry, Dawn.